Ian, we got a Patreon poll.
We do. Patreon.com/CU podcast, money, writing, full videos.
Way to market, Ian. You get the full video podcast every week. You get Ian's going to write. We're going to do a hangout. Maybe this weekend. Yeah, this weekend we're going to do a hangout. We're right for a Google Hangout. And then you get to vote on these topics. And you get access to the Discord, which I don't bring up enough. You get access to the Discord. The good old, we have the best listeners in the world. You get access to the CU Podcast Discord. All right, here's the your choices. In second place on the poll, defending retro games that most people dislike, 44%. And in first place, will Flea Market Madness eventually end, and why?
Okay. Take it away, Pat.
Okay. Oh, I don't care. I mean, you like the last topic. I don't care. Flea Market Madness, eventually there will be a last one edited at some point. It's just, when is that going to be? Original target was going to be next year. I have 6 more unedited to do, and I shot them up to early 2017. And before I get into it, and people are saying, why aren't these all edited? Is because in 15 and 16, I was trying to finish up the NES book and going through hell in order to do so. And that was like my main primary focus, to get that done and out the door, especially after the Kickstarter. The Kickstarter was in late 2015. And the book came out 5-6 months late, the first one. So like there was a lot going on. Then eventually, I moved into Castle Country, and then the stuff got away from me and other things. So now I'm now editing them at a more frequent rate. I think I edited 6 or 7 last year. That's a lot.
That's a lot for you.
6 or 7 last year, maybe 8. And this year so far, there's been 2. The schedule's been like every other month. Was it January, March, May? It's been 3 this year so far. January, so like it's been every other month. And thanks to the sponsor Magic Spoon for helping make that possible. Use code CONTRI, CONTRI. So one of the things that happened between when I stopped doing 17 to 19, the pandemic comes in, and then you can't really do anything because there's less people there selling. It's not the same thing, and honestly, it would not be as good. It's not that you can't film people all in masks. I think it would have taken away a lot of it, seeing people's faces, and then it'd be hard to hear me. But that's fine. People are back at the swap meet not wearing masks. It's fine. But a lot of stuff happened from 19 to now. If I was going to go back and shoot more. And even when you're watching the episodes, Ian, I know Ian watches all of them. The ones I'm editing now are 2016. There's still deals, but you can see the decline in deals happening. You can see the decline in me coming across the absolute gold I was finding in like 10, 11, 12, 13, and maybe even 14. It's just not there anymore.
Right.
I'm not finding, I remember one of the things I found, like a TurboGrafx console with like 10, 12 games for like $25. Like, you're just not finding those things anymore.
Yeah.
You're not finding literally the garbage bag I used to find of like an N64 in games.
You'd have to take up a less popular hobby that hasn't gotten big yet to go find the deals. Maybe you could take up, I don't know, cookware collecting or something.
And it doesn't mean people probably wouldn't find them entertaining, but to me, it would be less interesting to shoot them and to edit them. I got to just edit me, say, oh, I didn't find that, or that's a bad deal. And obviously, Frank brings a lot of levity, and everyone loves Frank. Loves the Frank shimmy, and finding good deals is great. Talking about music, talking about old movies that no one else knows about, noir movies from the 40s and 50s. It's fantastic. But I don't know if the show could be sustained on that going forward. Possibly. So I think in my head, what I'd want to do in theory is get through editing the rest and then see where I'm at. Because Frank is going back to the swap meet. I just went last Sunday, a week and a half ago, because Frank said he was going to go. Then he tried Wolf and didn't go. Then he went a couple days ago with his friend without me. He cheated on me at the swap meet. But I think what I'd like to do is, once these are all edited, or I'll even try to maybe film. I got to buy new glasses to film with, because the last ones I snapped. They're not. I could buy another pair for $150. It's not too bad. But I'd like to film just to see how it would look, because the last couple times I went to the swap meet, I came back with nothing. Nothing. I got nothing.
Nothing.
Antibacterial bottles. I got like a hat for the zoo.
Yeah.
I got non-game and non-toy related items. I went on Sunday, and I could have showed you the handheld I found from the guy Roger that I used to power out the swap meet. He had an LCD game that even had a built-in little radio with a little dial. I thought that was interesting. I thought about you. I didn't get it, but I thought about you. I was like, it was too early to call you, and you would have yelled at me like you used to. But like, I still find some interesting stuff, but like, there's no deals.
Right.
You're not going to find deals. $10 for an LCD game that may not work is not a deal to me. That's just not. It's not a Game & Watch. It's a random one that no one wants. You know, like so that's where I'm at with things. But like I said, there's 6 episodes left. We're gonna get through them. We're gonna edit them. Knock on wood. And then we'll see if I have maybe a mini tie-up episode or a final episode with Frank. Try to make it heartfelt. I'm not sure how you make it heartfelt at the swap meet. Have a sit down with them and get the awful flea market nachos that some people enjoy. What do you think, Ian? Would it be sustainable to do it even though there's no deals? It'd be kind of tough.
I think it would be, but you've made it very clear over the past few years that you do not want to do it. So no, I don't think it would. I don't think you have any interest in going back doing it.
It's just like...
You would have to move away from video games and find other cool, interesting stuff. It would have to leave its video game connection, and it would have to become a flea market show, and you don't want to do it.
Well, at that point, like, what do you
also,
film?
it's a question of whether or not Frank wants to do it.
Oh, Frank would do it. I think Frank sees the flea market as just like a fun thing to get up and go around, and that's the thing. Frank will always find stuff because the stuff he wants, no one else wants unless you're 70 years old. So he'll find those CDs and those movies.
Yeah, it's only sustainable if you open up what you're looking for and you find it interesting, and you allow yourself to find some stuff interesting. I do think you need to do a tie-up episode, though. You can't just end it. You would have to go back and do one last modern episode
and see how much has changed.
Yes, you can't just leave it on shit that you filmed in 2017 or whatever.
Do one final one. We go out with a bang and just do one, and then we see what happens. I think it would be like the mini season to tie up. So like you do like 3 or 4 and you tie it up maybe.
You go and you record for a day and you see how much you get out of it.
I think that's the other thing that people don't realize too, because I hear people that would say like, oh, how many weeks of footage in this? And 95% of the time, it's that one day.
Sure.
It's not combined.
Right.
I have combined. I think 2 or 3 episodes I combined a couple of weeks just because like the one week
slow.
Frank didn't show up, so I put it with Frank or there was nothing there. But
sure.
A lot of the weeks, and I didn't film every week I went because I used to go every week.
Right.
I would just film like once every few weeks. I got the feeling. I got this psychic flea market. So I'm gonna find good stuff today, and a lot of times that's what happened. A lot of times it's like, oh, this is the day I find some Sega CD games or Saturday games. It's the time I find a TurboGrafx 16 with games. Yeah. I'm trying to think what is there out there I could buy unless I succumb to the resellers and just be like, all right, I'll pay the eBay price for this shit. But is that what people want to see what it's become? That's like on its deathbed. It's like, oh yeah, I'll pay $15 for a Super Mario Duck Hunt or $10. I mean, that's not interesting. That's not fun. There's still fun things that the sellers have. That's there's some rare stuff, but I think it's less interesting if nothing's being purchased. If there's nothing I can find, oh, that's cool, and I can say, oh, that's a cool thing. It's priced at eBay. A lot of going out to the flea market, a lot of the impetus is that you're supposed to get deals. It's supposed to be fun, but you're supposed to get deals. Otherwise, why get up and leave your fucking house and drive to the swap meet where you can be enjoying your Sunday morning? That's what I always come down to. Like, why am I doing this when I can just click a button and buy the damn thing? It's not. Some people like spending cash on this stuff and see it in person, but to me, that's I don't know. I'll just buy it online. I'll just buy it online. So yeah. So eventually there will be an end to it, and it is sad to say, but like I said, the last times I've been going between this year and I think I've gone twice this year. I went I think twice last year or 3 times last year. And then even in 19, I went a few times, and 20 before that. I was like a few times a year, and it's just less and less. It's not even, it wouldn't even be worth filming, in my opinion. But hey, let me know if I'm wrong in the comments, or Ink, let me know I'm wrong. Would it be interesting to see me just power around with Frank and we get into trouble, find some swap meet drama happen between vendors? That happened in the last video.
There's always swap meet drama.
The lady said to the guy, because I guess I filmed it, I picked it up where the argument was happening. It was an old lady, probably in her late 60s. She must have got a price from someone that wasn't the vendor, and it was one of these vendors that's always there that buy storage units. Mm-hmm. And he's like, well, I'm the guy at the vendor booth. You should be asking me and not someone else. And she went in the most polite voice, well, how much is it then after that lecture? And he walked. It was funny as hell. I didn't laugh. And he walked away and said, well, I don't think I want to sell to you anymore. And then she goes, well, I hope you have a really good day, and I mean that. And then she walked away, and geez, Louise.
Wow.
And I'm like, that's it. That's the drama. But you don't find it too often like that in its natural environment. It was funny as hell.
That's good.
Very polite fuck you to the guy. The politest fuck you. I
Politest
hope
shit.
you have a good day.
Yeah, and I
really
mean that.
You
Yeah.
know, you don't mean that when you say that.
Nope.